Back here on the GSMC Baseball Podcast, bringing you our third segment, which is going to be talking about some West Division trade deadline grades. Just did this for the first two segments as well, so I think you know how it's going now. But before we do that, though, I'd like to ask you again to please like and follow the show. We do get a number of questions from viewers, so ensure that your question does get read in the air. Please use the link, gsmcpodcast.net. Really does love the show, and it really does mean a lot. Thank you so much for that. And let's get back into the show for today. All right. So, going into our third segment here, which is going to be talking about the West Division, all the teams in there, NL and AL West, and their trade deadline grades. So, let's get into it. First off, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks, who I am giving a B+. I really like the moves they made. I think A.J. Puck and Dylan Floro are really, really solid additions to the back end of that bullpen. I think both guys are really going to help out a lot with what has been a little bit of a shaky bullpen for this season. And yeah, I think Puck will really help out in that 7th, 8th inning. And Flora is a nice mid-reliever with playoff experience as well. Also, adding Josh Bell I thought was a really nice get. You, of course, don't know how long Christian Walker is going to be on the IL, so being able to add in Josh Bell as an insurance policy, also a guy who can come off the bench in late-game situations when Walker does come back, I think is really good. Also can afford DH against lefties if you need him to, and righties as well, but obviously Jock Peterson has that job down. So overall, I like what the Diamondbacks did. It didn't really need to add a pitcher. You've got Merrill Kelly, Eduardo Rodriguez, Jordan Montgomery, all those guys getting healthier soon. Zach Allen as well, but he's been back for a little bit. So give the Diamondbacks a B+. Liked it a lot. Rockies, F. Why? Why do you do this to your fans? I don't understand. Why would the Rockies do this? You trade people. Trade Kyle Quantrill. Trade Elias Diaz. Why are you not trading a 34-year-old catcher on an expiring contract? It makes no sense to me. Why are you not trading Kyle Quantrill after his breakout year? Why are you not even listening to offers on Ryan McMahon? The Rockies make no sense. F. Trade people. That's what you're supposed to do when you stink. You guys stink. Trade people on expiring contracts. It's really easy. Whatever. Sorry. Dodgers. A. Obvious. They were able to get a starting MLB shortstop in Tommy Pham, which is something they've needed for about 2 years now. Jack Flaherty is the ace-like pitcher they have needed. Fantastic addition there. Also didn't give up that much prospects. Of course, that is because of the injury risk, but I'm sure the Dodgers can take it. Also, after that, you added Ahmed Rosario, who is going to, and Kevin Kiermaier. Both are going to be really nice. Ahmed, first of all, is going to be a really nice addition off the bench. Of course, his experience with the Dodgers was traded there last year at the deadline as well, so knows what he's doing there. Kevin Kiermaier is a really nice veteran center fielder to add in. You have not had a real center fielder since Mookie Betts has been out, so I think adding in a center fielder there to help out the defense is a really nice addition. And, if anyone deserves a ring right now in baseball, one of those players is Kevin Kiermaier. So get him in some real playoff situations, please, for baseball fans. That would be nice. Next, we have the San Diego Padres, who I'm giving a C-. Yes, they made a lot of moves, but I don't have to like them. I think the Tanner Scott move was kind of a panic move. One thing I'd asked yesterday, and I'll continue to ask, is why, if you give that prospect for an elite closer, why would you not give it up for a really good starter? You're telling me if you gave that to the Tigers, they would say no? I don't really think that's true. Even Kikuchi, who I don't think is that great, I think is a good pitcher. So you needed starting pitching, and I understand what you're trying to do. Because you don't have the starting pitching, you're trying to build the gap, bridge the gap, building a super pen. But I think you should have gotten a starting pitcher. I think that's an L on that part, and I think, again, they did a good moves, but I just don't really like them. They did a lot of moves, I just don't really like them. I think, again, if you were offering that bracket for Tanner Scott, should have gotten a starting pitcher. That's just me. Finally, in the NL West, we have the San Francisco Giants, who I gave an F. Second F for this video. I had an entire rant yesterday about the San Francisco Giants and their trade deadline. I had some problems with my computer, so I'm going to be uploading those pretty soon after this, so you can check it out there. But also, if you want to watch it, it's from yesterday's live stream as well. So if you just go to the end, you'll see it. I gave them an F. I hated what they did. To sum it up quickly, they should have gone all in on selling or buying. They went half and half with either, which I think is stupid, especially in a market like this. I don't like what they did, and yeah, I don't like what the Giants did right now. Quick question for the chat here, then I'll go back to doing the American League West grades. Anthony asks again, are you surprised the Marlins, even despite his injury, didn't trade Jesus Luzardo during the deadline because a lot of teams were willing to give up pitch prospects despite the injury? I'm surprised they didn't consider it, but I think also you have the possibility to trade him in the offseason as well. Maybe the Marlins want to try to compete rather quickly and get him back from injury. I mean, you can have a rotation then of Alcantara, Garrett, Luzardo as your top 3 rather quickly. Yuri Perez whenever he comes back as well. That's a pretty great top 4. So I think there are a lot of factors to decide, and I think the Marlins really wanted to fully hold off till the offseason when they have more time to decide what they wanted to do and what their course of action would be. So going into the American League West here now, we'll be going over these 5 teams. First off, Astros, B-. They need to add a starting pitcher. That they did in Kikuchi. Ferguson is a fine addition to their pen. I don't like the price they give up for Kikuchi. I understand it was an insane market, but still, giving up that price just seems absolutely insane, even though you needed a starting pitcher. So, yeah, I like the Kikuchi move. It's just you gave up such an insane price that I do have to dock you from the B to go to a B+. So, yeah, that's really it. Next, we have the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, who get a C-. I really like the prospects you got back for Carlos Estevez, which is the reason why this grade isn't an F. But why are you not trading Kevin Pillar? Why are you not trading Brandon Drury? Why are you not trading these expiring veterans who have no use to you for your future? I just don't understand why the Angels wouldn't trade these rentals. Also, I don't understand why you didn't trade Tyler Anderson in this kind of market with, when every single team needs pitching. He's never going to have a year like this again. I don't understand why you didn't shop him. Luis Rengifo as well. I don't know why you didn't shop him more. So just a lot of question marks about the Angels deadline that are not answered. But I love the Estevez package. That's why you move up from a D or an F to a C-, just because of how good I thought that package was. A's, D. Didn't trade Brent Rooker, didn't trade Mason Miller, didn't trade J.J. Bleday, didn't trade any of these guys. I just don't know why they didn't do that. You're not going to be competitive with these guys whenever they're on the roster. You're going to have to trade them. So just does not make a lot of sense to me. I don't like what they did here, and I think that they should have really gone about this a different way. And that's why I do have them as a D here. I think that, again, they should have traded more people, and they just simply didn't. I like what they got back for Urseg and Blackburn. That's that's the only reason really why they're not an F, but they're still a D. Mariners, B+. Really like what they did. Yimi Garcia is a fantastic high leverage reliever. Randy Arozarena is, of course, the big star bat you were looking for. Obviously, he isn't having the best season this year, but still has a ton of pedigree, has a great player in this league. Justin Turner is a fantastic veteran addition bat. And, yeah, I really like what they did. They're not at an A because I would have liked them to acquire one more bat. That's the only reason why they're not higher. But again, I like what they did. Get a B+. Finally, the defending world champion Texas Rangers here. C+. You acquired Andrew Chafin, traded away Michael Lorenzen. That's kind of it. You didn't really need to do much else after that. You need to just get everyone healthy, and that's kind of it. So there weren't really any moves for you to do. Chafin is a nice bullpen addition. Maybe you could have gone 1 or 2 more guys, and that's kind of it. But again, there wasn't much for the Rangers to do just because of how many people are injured right now. You really couldn't do anything else. So, yeah, that is my trade deadline grades here for the West. I'm going to go over all the deadline grades here now just to recap in case you didn't watch the other videos, but please do. I think they're pretty good. So we have the Yankees, B-, Orioles, B, Red Sox, B, Rays, B+, Blue Jays, B, Mets, B+, Braves, C-, Marlins, A+, Phillies, C+, Nationals, B, White Sox, C, Guardians, B, Tigers, C, Royals, B, Twins, D, Cardinals, A, Cubs, A-, Reds, C+, Brewers, B-, Pirates, C+, Diamondbacks, B+, Rockies, F, Dodgers, A, Padres, C-, Giants, F, Astros, B-, Angels, C-, A's, D, Mariners, B+, and of course the Rangers, C+. So yeah, that is my third segment here, going over the West trade deadline grades, and then of course at the end, talking about all the trade deadline grades I went over. So that was all my grades. Please watch all these videos and let me know what you think in the chat, comments, wherever. Let me know. Moving into our fourth segment here, which is going to be talking about the National League post-deadline playoff predictions, who I have as the 6 seeds in the playoffs, and also what I think will happen after that. I'll be explaining my reasoning for it as well. So yeah, we'll be going over that, and we'll see you after the break. So thanks, and bye.
For the best and latest podcasts available anywhere, go to the podcast app on your cell phone and type in GSMC. To access free content